Hey everyone, and welcome back to Art a la Carte. This video I'm going to be showing you how I draw Pikachu. I actually already have a video where I drew Pikachu once before, but one, I got a ton of requests to redraw the video because it was a really old video, and two, I really just love drawing Pikachu, so I thought, hey, I'm just gonna do it because it's fun. So I'm going to be drawing this Pikachu kind of in a sitting down, really cute position. The size of his head is just about the same size as his body. So if you can remember that, you can get him really good in proportion. So I'm going to draw a nice circle here for his body. And then I'm going to put the same exact circle right underneath for his body. So there's his head, and there's his body. Now at the bottom of his body, I'm going to kind of bring out a line. This is kind of where he's sitting. If he was standing, he would be just a little bit, you know, his legs would come down from here. But because he's sitting, his legs are going to go off to the side. And you see how these lines come down because these are even. The side of his body is going to come out just a little bit further than this for his little legs. Now you'll notice I'm drawing with a pencil. That way I can keep my lines really loose, and if I make any kind of mistakes or want to fix anything, it's really easy to go back in and fix them. A lot of people like to just draw with pens if that's what you're comfortable with. Definitely, I don't think you have to draw with a pencil, but there are definitely those benefits of drawing with a pencil. His little chin is going to be right about here. This is where the base of his head is, and I'm going to bring this out for his little cheeks. So I'm going to bring this out about the same width as the circle is. So it kind of flattens that circle out a little bit, kind of comes up with his little neck. And then it can kind of wrap in just a little bit, kind of come in for where his eyes are, and then wrap around his head. I find the more I draw Pikachu, or anything, the better I get at it. So if the first time you draw your Pikachu doesn't look so great, just don't give up. Keep on drawing it. You'll get him. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in his little front legs. So right here where the circle is, I'm just going to bring in two curved lines right here, and it's going to be a little thicker up here at the top and kind of bulge out just a little bit, so it doesn't go straight down. It kind of curves and then comes down to his little paw, and put his little fingers down there. Same thing over here. And try to keep them both about the same size. So these lumps here are going to be for his little kind of his knees. So I'm going to put in some ovals right over here because he's sitting. And those are his little feet right there. So for his ears, I'm going to give him a little bit of a flop. So I'm just going to draw, bring him down a little bit. I'm just going to draw these little kind of ovals, just so I can get the position right, and then I can kind of curve in the lines that I want. So they're not super thin, but they curve out just a little bit, and then they taper into a little bit of a point, but you don't want to make them really curvy. And then same thing over here. Not super thin at the base of the head, but just a little bit of a curve out. And I like it when Pikachu's ears kind of flop a little bit. That means I'm going to bring down this cheek just a little bit and bring this one up. I want him to tilt his head just a little bit. Having this line here helps me to know how to curve his head a little bit. And then right where these parts come in, I'm going to put a little line there, and that's where his eyes are going to go. So I'm going to put two nice big eyes, not super close together. And then right in between them is his little nose, and then a flattened W shape for his mouth. Now if I want his mouth to be closed, I'll just keep that line just like that, or if I want it to be open, I'm going to put this little bit of a U shape, almost like a U and a V together, kind of make this little shape right there. So there's his little face. I'm going to add little circles right on his little cheeks there, and the little shines in his eyes. And he's almost done. There's just a few more details. One is his tail. So I'm going to have his tail kind of coming off back here. It has that kind of lightning bolt effect there. So I'm just going to bring that down. Just like that. And then he has just a little bit of black tips on his ears. Can bring in some toes on his little feet there. But really, he's looking super cute. So now that you have them sketched in, you can go back in with a darker pencil, or I'm going to go in with an ink pen and ink him in. If you need a little extra help on how to ink in your drawings, I have a video on inking in and some line weight tips and things like that, so I'll put a link to that video in the description box below. Once the ink has fully dried, you can take your eraser. I'm using like a little gummy eraser. I'm going to erase the lines. Because I pushed a little bit harder than I normally would with my pencil, because I need you to be able to see the lines, this may not erase as cleanly, but if you use a light pressure on your pencil, you should be able to erase the lines no problem. Once he's all erased, it's time to add some color. And there we go, our cute Pikachu is all done. I love him, so cute. So 2 things I want to mention before I close out this video. First, if you enjoy these how to draw Pokemon tutorials, let me know in the comment section below. Also, by sharing these videos, the videos that get the most watches really lets me know that this is something that you'd like to see more of. So if you missed the video on how to draw Eevee, I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. So if you want to see more Pokemon, first let me know what Pokemon you'd like to see in the comment section below. And the second thing I want to tell you is that I don't sell any kind of fan art, but I do give it away, and I'm going to be giving this piece away. Every week or so, I choose a random order that I receive on my Etsy shop and sneak in an original drawing, usually something like this. So this next week, one person who orders from my Etsy shop will get an extra bonus of this little Pikachu. So again, I'll have links to all of those different places in the description box below. If you're brand new to this channel, hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any future videos. And as always, God bless you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye!